From a financial point of view, the most successful subscription services are hands down content-based services. Hands down.
And that focus on content helps you get better as a writer.
That
faster.
is 100%.
Because you're getting basically people paying you to be beta readers.
The process of writing serialized fiction with the combined pressure of having to release content on that aggressive schedule catapulted my craft forward, like catapulted it. So there's a principle that I only ran into after I had been doing this for 3 or 4 years, that as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this absolutely explains the process that I've been through. It's called deliberate practice, and it is a methodology of practicing something for the sake of improvement rather than enjoyment. And let me tell you, when you, like, I thought I loved writing, but when you are, when it is Sunday night and you have 2 chapters due on Monday, 2 chapters due on Tuesday, 2 chapters due on Wednesday, all the way through the end of the week, and then you have to repeat it the next week, and you have no backlog, you sit down and you start writing. And it is not a matter of love anymore. It is a matter of, this has to be done, and it has to be done at the standard that my audience expects. Otherwise, I will get nothing but flack, right? But deliberate practice requires a couple of things. It requires clarity of goal. You have to understand exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're delivering. For me, that was 2,500 words twice a day for 5 days a week. You have to get immediate feedback. Guess what? As soon as I posted a chapter, comments start rolling in. Hey, this is a dumb decision. Why is he doing this? Why are you making this choice? Or, I love this. I really like the way this is going. Hey, you have a typo here. You have a typo there, right? Immediate feedback.
And stats, which is another form of immediate feedback.
Absolutely. How many people are dropping off in this chapter? How many people are reading it? How many people clicked immediately when the chapter came out, right? How many people are waiting for this to drop? And then the third is iteration. You need to be able to iterate. Well, guess what you're doing when you're releasing serialized content? With every single chapter, you are iterating on your writing. You're getting the immediate feedback of comments. You are then iterating on it, and so you can improve. And so one of the blessings of like releasing serialized content, of coming up through the minor leagues, of Royal Road, is that I got my practice time in. I got to practice and practice and practice, and it set me on a trajectory where I have watched as my reviews on Amazon now, every single book I release, my average reviews go up. And so that's just a clear indication that not only am I finding my audience, but my audience is liking what I'm writing more and more and more. And so I think that serialized fiction has more benefits than just the potential monetary reward, right? It can be very rewarding. You can also just make no money. I know a lot of people who write serialized fiction and make zilch. But there is that added benefit of just getting to practice.
And you're talking about deliberate practice. For a lot of people, deliberate practice means working for a coach. They have an editor or a tennis coach or a music teacher, and it's that teacher's opinion of excellence that defines you, and you're very dependent on if that coach is any good. Whereas when you're writing serialized fiction directly for your readers, it reorients your whole approach to writing in terms of what thrills my readers, what keeps them subscribed, right? All those statistics, all those comments, those aren't coming from your editor. They're not coming from the pub board at your publisher. They're coming from readers, real people who are very much into the promise that you made talking about your book, right? The cover that you presented, the blurb that's on Royal Road, the genres that you picked to attach to the book. And so all of those things are promises. And so you're now being judged on your ability to deliver on your promises. And you learn to write fast, which is key for people who are able to provide for their families with their writing. With fiction, being able to write fast is key because it changes all of the math. You don't need to have nearly as many readers if you can sell the readers you do have more books. Like, it's just really basic math here.
and a note on that, people, I think to themselves, I need to write this really amazing, really good book, and I don't want to downplay the value of writing a really, really good book. I think if you can write a really good book, write a really good book. But what people often miss is that the average reader doesn't need a masterpiece. They need something that will entertain them, or they need something that will give them the feeling that they're looking for, and they will pay for that feeling. They're willing to accept slightly lower quality more often than exceptional quality once every 8 years.